It's a land. You're saying there's a shot. You're saying there's a chance. Did they just give me lethal? Oh, they just gave me lethal. They just gave me lethal. Oh, baby, let's go. Welcome back to the channel today, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. In today's video, we have a Mardu list for you, and this list revolves around Transmogrify. Transmogrify is something that you don't typically see in Mardu, but today we're going to be turning our tokens into Harmonious Archon, a very overpowered card that I don't think I've seen anyone really running since its release. So I can't wait to show you guys this deck and break it down for you, because this one's fun, and we actually went like we powered through platinum pretty hard with this deck. It's pretty good. But before we jump into it and start talking about the cards and then get into the gameplay footage, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, just be sure to hit that subscribe button for me. It's free to do. It helps support the channel and it helps us grow, so I'd much appreciate it. Thank you so much. As well as there are some links in the description below to our Twitch and social medias if you want to go ahead and give those a follow. We do go live on Twitch every single Wednesday. All right, so let's talk about it, everybody. So like I said, this deck revolves around the ability of Transmogrify, which Lukka also has. So Transmogrify basically takes one of your creatures or an opponent's, but you take a creature, you exile it, and then that person takes their deck and they search through it for their next available creature, and they put it onto the battlefield. So typically in a deck with Transmogrify, usually you see Jeskai decks running this card, and they're going to basically take Omen of the Sun tokens and turn them into Dream Trawlers, which is very powerful and honestly probably the better version of this deck. But this deck is a lot more fun, I think, because people don't expect it when you throw down an Archon with the Transmogrify. And the Archon, let's talk about the Archon real quick. So basically Archon is a flying Archon that makes all other creatures on the battlefield's power and toughness base 3/3. So what that means, just so you guys know, I did, obviously, when I put this into the deck and we were first playing it, you think to yourself, oh, all my creatures are 3/3s. That's kind of cool. Well, so are your opponents. So it can cause some bad, situations to occur, but mostly good, because right now in this meta, everyone's playing things that go really big. And if we do end up helping our opponent and they do have small creatures and we make them stronger, we do run other things in the deck that kind of help mitigate that, like Bastion of Remembrance. So if every creature's the same power and toughness and we're swinging through our opponent and they're blocking us, we're making even trades and everybody's creatures are dying. At least with Bastion of Remembrance, this is a fantastic card because we're going to be gaining life and hurting our opponent at the same time. So this is another fantastic card that we run 4 of in the deck. It also generates us a token, which is also Transmogrify. And then also Lukka, like I said, it does the same ability, which is -2. If we have Lukka on the battlefield and nothing to Transmogrify, you don't ever want to really plus the 1, because if you have the mana, you could plus the 1 trying to hit an Archon, but typically you're not going to want a chance throwing away an Archon when you don't have the mana for it. There's no other creatures in our deck. You're probably just going to exile a bunch of spells. Not a good idea. So keep Lukka available for that -2. Turn our token to an Archon and you'll be good to go. Also, really quick, sorry, one more thing to touch on Archon that I learned through playtesting this deck is that all other Archons are not affected by the 3 power 3 toughness. So everything except for Archons get that 3 power 3 toughness. You might be thinking, okay, that doesn't seem to be that important, but I did run into a matchup where we played against Archon Sun's Grace. That card's power and toughness did not change. Something to think about. That is a card that people are running. All right, some other cards to get us there. So starting it off on the bottom of our curve, we have 4 of Forbidden Friendships. This is a card that gives you 2 1/1 tokens. One of them comes out with haste. You smash your opponent early with a little bit of damage and get that started. And then turn 3, we can either curve into a Bastion of Remembrance or an Omen of the Sun. You got options here. Typically, if I'm going against a control deck, I want to try to get the Bastion of Remembrance down as fast as possible, and that way we can start building that long-term, small amounts of damage over time if the opponent wants to keep sweeping the board and whatnot. Omen of the Sun is something we would definitely want to play against a faster deck. If you get mono red or something like that, you want to gain some life really quick, get some bodies out there to block with. Definitely want to do that. Another win con of this deck It's like WinCon #2, but also helps us a lot with the Archon is that Felidar Retreat. So we're running 4 of these, and with Felidar Retreat, you can create other tokens that we can turn into an Archon. Or if you have an Archon down on the battlefield already, we can +1/1 and gain vigilance on all of our creatures across the board, which is pretty sweet. Oh, I don't even know if I mentioned, the Archon actually creates 2/1/1 humans too when it enters the battlefield. So when the Archon hits, we're going to have 3 creatures, 2 of them at 3/3s, and then an Archon flyer at 4/5. So pretty sweet. And then just in case our combo pieces aren't hitting and we can't get everything lined up, Shatter the Sky is available to help keep you alive, especially in those faster decks, because we don't really have anything till turn 2 and 3. If we're on the draw, that can be pretty dangerous against a mono red deck. So Shatter the Sky helps us get there. And then for the later games and against control mages that want to keep removing your Archon off the field with, spot removal, ECD is a great way to bring it back. Also, if you lose the Lukka and maybe you can use some more transmogrifying, and you have a opponent with a henge on the battlefield, feel free to take it off with the Elspeth Conquers Death. The ECD is a really nice tool to get back some of your tools if you lose them down the road. And then last but not least, we have Emeria's Call. 2 of Emeria's Call is sweet because you get obviously tokens. Typically, turning a 4/4 angel token into another creature doesn't seem like a great idea, but in this matchup, it actually gives you a lot more value than you would think. Turning a 4/4 angel into a 4/5 Archon, just as good, if not better, and then you get 2 humans as well. So Emeria's Call, also a very good token to work with. And then the mana is as follows. If you want the full list of mana, down below there is a deck list. If you copy and export that into Magic the Gathering Arena, you'll get the entire deck list. So no need to go over the lands, just if you want to take a quick glance. And be sure to run 4 Fabled Passages, because those Fabled Passages trigger your Felidar Retreat not once, but twice per turn. So make sure you have those in the deck as well. But that's it. I hope you guys like this list. The gameplay footage is a blast to watch, so be sure to stick around for that. We got a lot of fun games ahead of us, so enjoy. And then at the end of that, we'll wrap it up with some final thoughts on the deck. So be sure to stick around for that, and we'll see you at the end. Peace. All right, today we're going to be playing another Mardu deck. I know back-to-back Mardu is kind of crazy, but we're going to be playing another Mardu deck. This one is going to be all about tokens. Call this one Token Takeover. This one's got a lot of cool little tricks that I can't wait to show you guys. It's a pretty fun deck. That's a mulligan. This should be a mulligan too, but do I mulligan 2 times in a row? Shoot! Wow, that's not good. Unreal. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna keep this one. Return 2 cards. I guess the 2 cards that cost $1 million to play. All right, let's go ahead and crack this for red. This is a big yikes. Big yikes to the start of the video. Oh, man. It happens, I guess. It happens. We're going to go ahead and drop down the Forbidden Friendship, and hopefully the Transmogrify gets us there. And we can actually make this a competitive game. We'll see. We had to take quite the hand down, quite the hand cut here on these mulligans. All right, that's a good land. We like to see that. Forbidden Friendship, get in there for 1. Let's start the damage train. And then the Triome's nice here because we can follow it up with the Emeria's Call, but we can shock it in and get the Transmogrify going. Beautiful, another Forbidden Friendship. That's actually not terrible. Looks like we're getting rewarded for our crappy mulligans. I feel like the game does that sometimes when they know you like made the right call, but it was really hard to make the right call. They reward you for it. All right, yeah, we're gonna shock this in, and we're gonna do one of these. They get to draw a card off their next play, which is a little annoying, but we did just basically flood the board with so many 3/3s. And their merfolk can either trade with us here, or they can sack it for a card draw, which they're probably going to try to take the card draw to look for something like an extinction event. Oh, or not. Okay. They can't attack. I mean, we could block with the Archon. I just can't believe I really think we pulled this off. That's insane. I'm very happy with that. Gee friggin' G's. I cannot believe we won that game. Triple mulligan down. Oh man, I love it. Let's go. Wow, what a way to start the video off, huh? You'd love to see it. All right, let's see if we can't grab a handful of wins here and just climb the ladder a little bit. We've been playing a lot of jank lately, and can't seem to break out of this platinum tier 1. It's fine though. It's fine. Opponent goes first. I mean, Shatter could be good here if we're up against creature deck. I don't see a companion, so we'll see how this goes. We shall see. That tells me it's probably rogues, which is really annoying. Okay, it's not. Not rogues, thank God. We can actually play a game. It's not rogues. Even though we did just handle rogues, but... Alright. This gives indestructibility, right? Okay, other humans can all get 1/1. Oh no, this gives the indestructibility. Very nice. Okay. Let's go with this and Bastion of Remembrance. Bastion of Remembrance, the sooner we can get that down, the better, because with the Bastion, we start gaining immediate value when we start making our blocks and things like that. The chump blocks are going to do a lot of good for us. This gives 1/1 to other humans and enters the battlefield under your control. Exile target card from opponent's graveyard. Okay. Haven't seen a Kudro in a while. Haven't seen a humans deck in a while. That's pretty cool. All right, they do exile that. That stinks. We don't get a trigger off of it. All right, so this needs to go. So we definitely are going to sweep the board here. I don't see another option here. Sweep the board, and then Kudro still lives, but it does lose its indestructibility, which is nice. We have another sweeper too, so if Kudro wants to get paired again with some more of these speakers or anything like that, we could sweep again. Omens can get us our life total back up. We're almost to our Archon, which is awesome. This card is so good, man. It's so good. I love this card. All right, Sanctuary Lockdown. What is that? All right, humans you control get 1/1. Tap 2 on tapped humans you control. Tap target creature and opponent controls. All right. Fair enough. Let's go with this, and then I think I'm going to just flash in an Omen. Do a little chump block action, gain a bit of life. We're going to gain 2 off of the Omen flash, and then we're going to gain another 1 off of the Bastion of Remembrance. I feel like we're in a really good spot here. I really do. Now I don't. Now I don't feel good about this at all. I did not expect them all sky claves here. Yikes. Alright, gonna have to give our opponent a card draw here. Feels bad, man. Gaining a little bit more life again, though. I'm gonna save that. Could throw down the Felidar and then drop a land. Could be interesting. Don't have a 2-mana play, so yeah, I think that's fine. Yikes, man. Oh, Bastion of Remembrance. They have one themselves. Interesting. Interesting. They're gonna strap that maul to it. That's kind of annoying. Part of me wants to Archon here. I think Archon might be the play. Yeah, Archon's the play. We could double block their human, or if they go over the top with it, it could kill us because that's first strike. Man. I think we just lose. I think we just lose. They strap that maul on it, and it's just... They don't put the maul on it? Oh my gosh, they made a huge mistake there. Huge mistake. Okay. Perfect. Oh my goodness. This couldn't be better. Felidar Retreat's gonna give us all +1s. Oh, this is so good. Okay. So good. We get to play the Omen, which gives us a little bit more creatures, and now I'm not worried about the Skyclave at all. They could tap me down though. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Okay, resolve. Yeah, I guess we put the pressure on. Do we put the pressure on them? I don't know, because then they untap this turn and then they come in, weep. Yeah, we could, and then block with these two. I think we're in trouble regardless of the situation, honestly. I'm swinging in. I'm swinging in. I know this is hella aggressive, but if we lose one, it's fine. We have vigilance, so. All right. Maul comes down for sure this time, right? Yep. Okay. Being able to tap me down is so unfortunate. Let's do this. And we have a land, so our things are going to get pumped again. Can we get lethal here? That's the question. That is the question. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. There's got to be lethal here, right? So let me think. So they could block 4 of this damage. They can't do this, can they? These are humans. Okay. I think we get more damage this way. So we attack first. They tap down the Archon. Okay. And then we swing in for lethal, right? Okay. I really overthought that. I really overthought that. Hold on. I was like trying to figure out in my head. Hold on, let me go back here and take a look at the battlefield. So I know they could have tapped us down, but they probably should have blocked here and here, right? And then that would have been 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, it's still lethal. Wow. Okay. So we had lethal either way. But here was my train of thought, is that if they could have somehow mitigated some of that damage to keep themselves alive at the end of that turn, I was going to then transmogrify the 3/3, getting another Archon, and then play the land and pump everything up. So we had blockers in the sky as well as down low. And I think we could have survived another turn to win. So that's GG's, I guess. All right. Oh, I don't know why that took so long. Sorry, guys. All right, so you've all found out pretty quickly that math is not my strong suit. It is what it is. Honestly, I wasn't even like adding up the totals. I was just like, you know what? Let's just be safe here if they can block it. I wasn't worried about it, but all right, we got plenty of land now. Last game we could not find 2 lands in our hand to save our life. Now we have 1,000,000 lands, and then we do have a Bastion followed up by a Lukka, so we could keep this. It's not the best keep. We go first though, so hopefully we hit some more things along the way. Hit some more tools. Mardu Transmogrify, man. Who needs a dream trawler? You know what I'm saying? Who needs a dream trawler? I know I don't. Dream trawler's overrated. All right, let's go with red. Yeah. Bastion of Remembrance gives me a blocker. We get the gain of life off of it. Feels good. We do need tokens though to sacrifice to Lukka, so Lukka is not ready though for 2 turns. So we're definitely blocking here, especially because they dropped the relic on me. So doing that, and then we're gonna Shatter the Sky. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty solid. But really could use something to generate a token with. That'd be great. Lukka is pretty useless without any tokens. There's so many ways to generate tokens too. If we don't find one here, I'm gonna be really upset. We're getting flooded now, because that's how magic works. They can't really just give you like the exact, you know, percentage that you would like in lands, they gotta really screw you. All right, let's go here. Felidar could become a real problem for us, so we're gonna definitely get rid of that. Opponent's on Boros, which is kind of odd. I've been seeing a lot of odd decks, man. You play a weird deck, I guess you get matched with weird decks. Who knows? Nothing in the bin they really get back, so that's a little bit not so great, but Banishing Light on what? Okay, you can have that. Wasn't doing me any favors anyways. 4, 5, 6, 7, so we need one more land to play that. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, let's go with a swamp. We don't really have a lot of swamps. And we'll play Lukka. I know we're kind of exposing Lukka here to get, taken off the board, but at least if we find a token source next turn or land to play Emeria's Call, Lukka's ready to go. So we'll just pass the turn. Lukka's +1 really does no good for us. It just exiles our cards, and we could accidentally exile something important, so. Skyclave Apparition, that only hits the Bastion. I can deal with that. I could definitely deal with that. That is a land, I mean, pay 3 life for that. Get the Angels down. And if we Transmogrify this with our Lukka, we do get 2 additional 3/3s, but the other one turns into a 3/3. I still think that's better than 2 4/4s, right? Because we get the Archon as well, so. So our Angel goes down in toughness, but we actually gain 2 more 3/3s, and then this got tougher, so. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Lukka did his job. Lukka did its job. All right, and we can Transmogrify one of these tokens when we're all done attacking here. Let's go ahead and, send all here. All right, they do trade, which means we get another Bastion of Remembrance token, which is another 3/3. We play the land, and we Transmogrify the one that's down. This one has flying, so we want to make sure we definitely leave that. 2 more 3/3s, and as long as they don't have Shatter the Sky, which is very possible that they do. They don't. All right, we win. GG's. We really kind of sent all there when we really maybe should hold the Transmogrify back, being that we could have ran into a Shatter the Sky, but I was really kind of thinking that we had it. But also, if we held the Transmogrify, we would have had to top deck another token generator, which, pretty slim chance of hitting that. So send it, I say. GG. All right, this is the biggest string of wins I've had in a little bit, so I'm really happy about this deck. This season's been tough for me, I can't lie. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. So far, so good. And then we have really good token generators early here. Opponent goes first, so we're definitely gonna keep this. We got a fast start up against the Luris, which means small creatures. Gonna go red here. Got plenty of white sources. Oh, another Boros deck, huh? Oh no, it's cycling. Okay. Well, send in the friendship duo. No attacks. Gonna need you to block, double block if we can. The Fox. Okay, that's not good. The Fox is only gonna get bigger when we make its base power and toughness 3. And so it's basically, we're gonna be giving it 2 extra 1/1 tokens on it. But again, we do go over the top, so that Dranith is going to be a problem. Oh, wow, they gave me the opportunity to kill it. I'll take that all day. Dranith was our biggest problem, so that's good. And then the Fox, we could chump block as well, and then we could Transmogrify the very next turn. That feels so good. Okay. That Transmogrify off the top was nice. So we get back to 20 here. Ugh, another Dranith. Another one. There's always another one. I don't think we're gonna win this one. This one is tough. This is a weird matchup. I didn't actually anticipate Boros cycling at all when building this deck. All right. 1 blocker here. Let's go here. Grab our only swamp, our one and only. Lonely Swamp. Yep. Transmogrify. Thank you, thank you. And we got ourselves a good healthy body to block with. They buy the Luris. Okay, interesting. Now the question is, do I double block here? Or do they have another cycle card in hand? Odds would say, hear me out. Odds would say to just chump block this because they're going to cycle and make it into a 7/7, right? But for some reason, I think they're holding on to 2 Zenith Flares here. My gut's telling me to double up on this block. Or triple up even. No, double up. Ah, I can't do it. I don't have the guts. I don't have the guts. Oh, they didn't have a cycle card. Did you see how fast that passed priority? Oh my god. I knew it, man. I knew it. Ah, something told me just double block that. Dang it. All right, well, at least we have 2 more Omens. Should have trusted my gut there. Shoot. So that's definitely going to be 2 Zenith Flares in hand, which is honestly not exactly great either, though. Oh, no. Swing with the Dranith. Ah, oh, come on. Swing with Dranith. You know you want to. I'm not falling for it again. You might have a cycle card this time because you might have top decked one, but you can't beat a triple block. All right, and Emeria's call's not online yet. Let's go over the top again. They get their Fox back, which is hella annoying. Dropping an Emeria's call and for Angels could be our saving grace to winning this game. Yeah, they're nowhere near killing us with Zenith Flare, which is awesome. That's fine. You know what that's going to do? That's only going to make them want to swing in even more. They think they've got an open battlefield here. So I'm okay with that. Plus, that's 1 Zenith Flare I don't have to worry about anymore. There we go. Easy peasy. I'm taking that all day. And then we can sacrifice one of our Omen of the Suns here to Scry. We're kind of handling this person right now, but they... Transmogrify actually is solid because we have an Emeria's call. I think we're going to be able to play this turn, so... But yeah, we're kind of handling this person at the moment, which is kind of cool. Let's go white. Angels, baby! They did gain a little bit of health there, didn't they? I thought that was like for 4, wasn't it? Yeah. I guess they gained 3 off of the Luris too, though. So there's that. So if we go over the top here, if we let them swing in, I'm trying to debate right now. Do I let them swing in on me with both of these creatures, or do I hold up? So that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not lethal. That graveyard's getting big. If they find a Zenith Flare, we're in a lot of trouble. So do we chump here, or do we take 7? I think I'm gonna chump. We're gonna get another Archon here. Bastion of Remembrance is solid. Okay, definitely gonna do that. Okay. Feeling pretty good about that one. Get to keep our 2 flyers. Transmogrify, yes. Another Archon. Boom, boom. 2 more humans. Did we do it? Did we stop it? Did we stop borocycling? Oh. Oh, maybe not. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me right now. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll take the 1. We'll take the 1 life gain, 1 life. Oh, shoot, man. We were in a really good spot, too. We were in a really good spot, too. They found the Zenith Flare. Good game? What do you mean good game? You know what you're gonna top deck before you top decked it? I don't know. I don't know if they meant good game like as in they lost or good game as in they're talking trash to us, because if they know that they had... Are you kidding me? How did they know they were gonna top deck that? Did they scry earlier? What in the world? Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something. Let me see what I scry here on the top. Omen's good, but I think I need a Lukka or a Transmogrify. And then I can let this attack go through if I can find one of them. Okay. Now I kind of want to block it because there's really... we'll just let it go through still. We could get lucky. We did not get lucky. Oh my gosh. All right, so we went through three of their Zenith Flares. So the odds of them finding the last one in the last 37 cards, the odds say, you know, they shouldn't for a while, but you never know. This is Magic the Gathering Arena, so. They are gonna hit a lot of cycling cards in a row, huh? Come on, land. Hit a land eventually, that'd be nice. Another Dranith, okay. They play it. They play the Dranith. All right. Is there anything I could draw that saves us here? If I... Still looking for Lukka. I don't think we can block here. I don't think we can block here because the only cards that save us here are like... Yeah, Transmogrify or Lukka, that's it. And even then... And we need something to actually put it on, which would be the 1/1. And the Angel... The Angel, we don't want to Transmogrify, right? I think we have to let it go. I think we have to let it go. Bastion of Remembrance. Damn it. Alright, well, that sucks. We were so close. So close. If they find a cycle card here too, we just get burned to the face by the Dranith Stingers. It's a land. You're saying there's a shot. You're saying there's a chance. Did they just give me lethal? Oh, they just gave me lethal! They just gave me lethal! Oh, baby, let's go! They just swung in with their Draniths and they top decked the land. Oh my gosh. Let's freaking go, dude. Holy cow. Wow. How did we manage to get out of that one? That's crazy. We survived 3 Zenith players. 3. And still won that game somehow. Wow. Okay. That was nice. They definitely made that mistake attacking there. That's for sure. Holy cow. I mean, that top deck of the Bastion too was pretty nice, but even without the second Bastion of Remembrance, we still had lethal. That's the wild thing about it. Like, that's crazy. But the Bastion of Remembrance did give us that extra token to save us, which is nice. So, I mean, but if we would have even kept the Omen on top, we would have been fine too. This is tricky. I want to keep this. I really do, but I'm not going to. That's too heavy of a cost, and we don't like to see Archon in the hand, but we got it in our hand again. All right, Emeria's Call can go. And then we get an Elspeth Conquers Death off the top. This is a mono red deck, probably. Great. We don't need an Elspeth Conquers Death. All right. Omen of the Sun's going to help us here because we do need life gain. Oh, it's mono red control. So we're going to be seeing Ugin here. Let's get this down now then. Start generating some late game value. Ugin's gonna wipe the board, and that's really frustrating. I don't think we can get him dead before turn 8. There's no way. They're gonna have ways to like Iron Crag to get him to 8 mana quicker. Oh, it's not an Ugin deck. I'm so confused. Okay. That can be ECD'd, so that's kind of nice. Guess we just get in there for the 1 here then. Ugin is kind of problematic now that I think about it. Ugin sweeps the boards, and we don't really have a really great answer for that. Because to refill our board, you know, that takes time. It's like our deck kind of is a combo deck of sorts. So it does take time to kind of reset. So if they sweep the board, it could be really bad for us. Lukka comes down here, which means we do get our Archon this turn. Or I could just take one of those bombardments. Nah. I think, oh, you know what? I just realized something. Oh, they're going to be so mad at us. Check this out. So this card reads, whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, bombardment deals 1 damage. Guess what our deck does? It forces their creatures to be 3/3 or higher. So bombardment is useless. That's awesome. That's actually awesome. Talk about the exact deck you don't want to be going against with the bombardment, huh? Sorry about this. But bombardments were useless. 3 drops at the time being. And then next turn we have another Archon too. If we find land, right? 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if we find land. Honestly, if they, I don't know if they're gonna realize that, because it did take me a minute to kind of realize that it shuts down the bombardment. But if they realize that, they might scoop. Unless, of course, they have sweepers like Storm's Wrath or something. That could be kind of annoying, but they say good game. Yeah, I think they realize it. There's the scoop. Oh no, not much you can do there. I feel bad for them. I hate going against like decks that are like exactly tailor-made to beat you. It's kind of frustrating. I get it. This is probably going to be our last game with this deck, which kind of makes me sad. I'm actually enjoying myself quite a bit here. So far undefeated with the deck, which is awesome. I'm actually having a blast though. I think after this game, even though I'm done recording, I'm just gonna continue playing. No thank you. No thank you. 2 Archons in hand with 2 ways to dig Archons out of our deck. Probably not the best looking hand I could see here. Okay, this is much better. This can go. And hello. Just need to find a token generator and we're in business. Maybe a Bastion of Remembrance. That'd be really nice. Nice little curve out. Okay, the bounty comes down, which means we're looking at maybe Cleric's deck. Maybe. You know what's funny? I was just thinking probably Felidar would be pretty cool here too. It wouldn't curve out very nice, but it'd still be a nice 4-drop to have. We haven't had Felidar. I think we had it one time. Yeah, we did have it one time. It did some work in the first game, I think. We have Fabled Passage too, which just pairs nicely with it. It is Clerics. How did I know? How did I know? It's nice though seeing a bunch of different decks other than meta decks right now. It's kind of cool. Been running into a lot of unique style decks. All right, this is kind of nice. We do get some tokens. It's no Bastion of Remembrance, but it's still a good card. All right, no attacks. Opponents really highlighting our cards here, our 1/1 tokens. I hope they don't have ways to deal with them, because that'd be a little frustrating. The Cleric is going to be a problem, because it's going to keep getting bigger. And again, if we give it base power toughness of 3/3, it can be annoying. You can have this. We're fine. They're kind of off to a quick start here, I can't lie. Red and Transmogrify. It's gonna be hard to deal with that Scavenger though. That Scavenger has Death Touch, and our only way to block that would be with our Archon. So the question becomes, do we keep giving it the life gain? I think we do. I think we do, because next turn we play the retreat, followed up with the Fabled Passage, and we pump our stuff twice. I think that's pretty dang good, if I'm being completely honest. Everything gets vigilance as well too, which I sometimes forget. Because you know they're going to swing in with their scavenger. They want to kill Archon if they can. Do they have removal spells? That would be a little annoying. By a little annoying, I mean like a lot annoying, and we probably lose the game. I guess we have ways to follow it up, but no blocks, you can have that. That gets bigger. I'm hoping they're banking on that their cleric's just going to get bigger than us. But once they see this Felidar hit, they're definitely going to try to remove the Archon, I'm assuming. Just, if it's a Heartless Act, I hope they wait. I hope they wait. Okay, sweet. It's not a Heartless Act. Alright, it's another Scavenger though, which is still not great. Alright, let's go with a white source. And +1/1 again. These all have vigilance, so do your thing. They could sacrifice their bounty here, giving protection to their, you know, one of their creatures, whether it be the scavenger or cleric, which then I kind of messed up, but I hope they don't see that. All right, we get rid of one of them. Hopefully, don't sack. Oh, they're gonna sack. Yeah, they know what they're doing. They're gonna block well here. They're gonna stop that 5 over here, and then sack, and then this 5, we die. They gain 3. So we trade for their bounty, though. I mean, it's still not a terrible trade. It's not a terrible trade because now their protection is gone. They've used it up. The question now becomes, do we block? I think we do. I think we block one of their scavengers, if I'm being completely honest. Oh my goodness. Crushing. That's absolutely crushing. All right, we're gonna go here and here. We take 8. Shatter the Sky is looking so good right about now. Okay, I mean, that's a life gain. Do we go with the life gain of 2? That puts us at 7. We still get lethaled out. So I think we Lukka here. Damn, we got to start all over too with this little 3/3, huh? Let's go with Swamp. Man, I'm so deflated right now. So deflated. I feel like we were kind of doing pretty decent and then not so much anymore. The scavengers come down to 3/3s, which is nice, but we do have to block one, so it's irrelevant, honestly. I need to find a Shatter the Sky. This only allows us to pull out creature cards. So, unfortunately for us, that's no good. Wow, that was really smart to put both the 1/1 counters on that scavenger too, because now I'm forced to block it and it stays alive, and I can't block the other one that I can actually kill. Well played, well played. Very well played. All right. It is what it is. They got us. They definitely got us. I don't think there's a way out of this one, if I'm being completely honest. Oh, hold on. Maybe we could do the same thing again. You never know. We might get lucky and top deck a Shatter the Sky. If we can find a Shatter the Sky, could be good. Those get in for some damage. Even though they're at 35 life, we get a little bit of damage off the top. All right, Luris comes down. Oh no, they get their protection back. Ugh. Ugh. Plus they get the 1/1 counters from the Aspirant. So the only thing that saves us here, actually nothing saves us, huh? They can just go face with both 5/5s when we lose, right? Yep, they sure do. GG's, well played. Well played. Well, that's it, guys. That was fun. I really enjoyed this deck a lot. I'm going to continue playing this and see what we can do with it. Hopefully climb the ladder a little bit more, but we'll wrap it up with some final thoughts. We'll see you at the end. Peace. All right. Thank you guys all so much for watching my video this far. I do appreciate each and every one of you for supporting the channel as much as you do, getting this far into every video. It means the world to me, and I do really appreciate it. So let's start it off with some final thoughts here. Final thoughts being that, again, I don't think this deck is quite Jeskai to Dream Trawler level. That deck is slightly better, but there are some better matchups, I think, for the Archon, and some argument to be had that this could do well, you know, like I said, in other, you know, matchups where going wide is more important than, you know, necessarily attacking with one big creature. So there is an advantage there with the Archon. And like I said, it does do some really cool things like making other creatures 3/3s. So there were a few times where our opponent had some really gnarly looking creatures, but we brought them back down to 3/3s and made it a fair fight. And so Archon does do some things that obviously that Dream Trawler wishes it could do, but the protection level on it is so low that obviously Dream Trawler, I do think, is a better card. But if you're looking to have some fun and still be a little competitive, obviously, as you can see on the platinum tier, we're being pretty competitive with this deck. Feel free to run this one because I think it's a absolute blast, and it's different. I love different decks that are a little more janky, that do more fun things, and this is definitely one of those things. And you guys saw we definitely overran a few boards really quickly. So I do think it's competitive, so enjoy this one. I don't have any real thoughts on changes to the deck. I've been tampering with this one for quite some time. There are some, obviously, some other token generating things that like do some really fun things. Like if you're looking for early token generation and you want to get a faster start, and you also want something to maybe escape, you know, this is a really good card that we were running early on. That way we could curve into our plays a little bit better. Like we can go into a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, and then Transmogrify. That way we know if we, you know, get removed off the battlefield, or if we have to block, we'll still have tokens to generate Transmogrify hits, and then we get an Archon. But this card, it didn't really work out so great for us because, you know, you don't ever really want to escape for 1/1, you know, Satyr, and exiling, you know, you don't want to escape for, what is it, you know, 3, and then exiling cards from your graveyard. It was tough. It was a really tough one to try to, you know, make work in the deck. But sometimes, you know, sometimes it came in clutch when it curved out perfectly when we had that 1-drop into the 2, into the 3. So that's a really good card that you could look into. Also, if somebody can figure out how to make Outlaw's Merriment work in this deck, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I tried it. Didn't really work out for me. It was too slow. It takes an entire turn of rotation, you know, entire rotation on a turn for this to even generate a token, which makes it hard for us. You know, I think Felidar Retreat was a little bit better because if you have a Felidar Retreat instead of the Merriment, you play the Felidar Retreat on turn 5 before you play your land. You know, you're getting immediate value. It doesn't have to sit on the battlefield an entire cycle and be susceptible to removal. So I think Felidar was a little better there, but if you guys find a way to make Merriment cool in this deck, definitely let me know. There's a lot of really cool token generating cards out there, so have fun with this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts and maybe some things that you change in the deck. I'd be totally interested in hearing, so let me know. And I think that about wraps this video up. We're gonna get started on the next deck, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.